set up the play. I'ma make a move. Audible. This gonna be a blitz if I run it.
Welcome to Sunday Night Prime Time. We'll get our first look at Matthew Stafford as a Ram, taking on a familiar foe in the Chicago Bears. It's the close of football on this opening Sunday, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year, we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Here's Cohen now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him, and boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is. And that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. That's the 43-yard line.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On first down, Stafford here. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming off a back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Kiser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with, it's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Running for it, Montgomery. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
One play action, Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Kenny Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 71 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 2, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On the handoff, Henderson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Here's Cohen now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fields. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Here's Cohen now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He completes it to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to follow up once more. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Powerful running, continuing to fight for more. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Throwing is Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee from 10 yards out. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gay is on for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. 2nd and 10, Fields again. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he went in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player that...
This is caught at the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. And he'll get into the end zone touchdown Rams. Matthew Stafford. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you. Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back to throw. Fields. He finds Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, 43 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pushes past him, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game. Flush to his right. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Back to throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there. You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over the penalty? I don't even know why they asked the sideline. Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive
4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 15 now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Fields. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Jesper Horsted from a yard out. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be from 49 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
Here's Cohen now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Fields. It's brought in left side by Tate. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! Golden Tate, 47 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Bears 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. A great move by Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, it's Fields. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And Graham's got it. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before the break. Fields. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Fields. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ronald Jones, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head out to check out another game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll have fans at Allegiant Stadium for the very first time. What a night it'll be. Ravens, Raiders, live from Las Vegas. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.